What is going on, guys? My name is Tubby, and make sure to hit a like on the video. It really does help me out. And in this one, we're talking about something different than I normally talk about, and we're talking about SOPA and PIPA. If you guys have no idea what SOPA is or PIPA is, there's probably a link in the description. Go check out the story. Now, everybody for months and weeks and I don't know how that went from months to weeks, but for a long time, people have been asking me my thoughts on SOPA and keep, asking me to do a video on SOPA. And I've kind of hesitated because as a person, I knew it wouldn't go through. You're seeing tons of legislators drop their support for the bill, and a lot of companies are banding together. And it's become a battle between the motion picture, film, all the tech titans are going up against those guys. So you got everybody in Silicon Valley like Google, Apple. They're all going against it. They're all opposed to it as compared to the people that are actually trying to protect their content. And one of the big companies, Sony basically switched its stance. But the ESA is still supporting it. And the ESA is the software association that they're a part of. So is Nintendo. So technically they pulled their support, but they're still a part of that. So technically they're still supporting SOPA. One of the biggest things that I was noticing was GoDaddy. GoDaddy was supporting SOPA. They were one of the original people that were for it. And then now once the whole block GoDaddy thing happened, they switched their stance to, save their ass and protect their business. And a lot of people switched. Big companies, Reddit, all these people. And I actually took advantage of it and bought cheap domains for $5.99. Because I have a little different philosophy and view on it. I do not support SOPA. I think it is way overreaching because basically you could sabotage somebody's website easily and they could get in trouble. So say you have THQ's website. If I go and post copyrighted content from 2K Sports on their site, they could potentially get that site taken down, which I think the whole concept behind SOPA is horrible. And the bad thing is, after all this stuff, I find out WWE supports SOPA. And it makes sense for WWE to support SOPA. And I'm not going to, hate on WWE. They have a lot of their stuff stolen. A lot of the videos uploaded, pay-per-view streamed, events streamed. I understand that, and I understand why they want to protect their content. But for a company, and this is the thing I have a problem with, that pimp out social media, that pimp out the web, that want people to go to all these sites, to now have a stance against it just annoys me. And I'm not saying it's wrong to protect your content. I'm saying if you're an artist and somebody was stealing your music, you'd get pissed. People see when I upload a song to YouTube, and people are like, yeah, I'm giving them exposure. It's not breaking any laws. Yeah, you are, because you didn't pay for the content. And even if you did, it doesn't give you a right to distribute the content. So if let's say I made a video and 10 other people stole that video without even asking me, without getting my permission, you're damn right I would probably copyright strike them and go after them. It's not fair for them to do it. So, you know what, WWE, you're supporting SOPA, a bill that's way too overreaching in the first place. I'm not going to boycott WWE, though. I understand the reasoning from both sides. I think the huge problem is in the law. And the people that are trying to make it, and the support's getting pulled from SOPA, and PIPA might have a better chance of getting through. But once the support started dropping, you saw yesterday in a huge news that Mega Video and Mega Upload were shut down, and this is huge. I use Mega Upload and Mega Video, not always for illegal purposes. I actually do share files with friends, and because I have a premium account, I upload the stuff and we share back and forth if we're transferring videos because it's faster than Dropbox sometimes and other things. So it makes sense. But now the fact that they're shut down, it's like the government, oh, okay, well, we don't technically have to pass the law. We can just take down their websites whenever we want to. So I think there's both sides of SOPA and PIPA that are going to have to get worked out. But guys, don't hate on WWE and say you're going to boycott them just because they support SOPA. In the end, it'll all work out. You saw the overwhelming support against SOPA, and that was all credit to the internet, guys. My name is Tubby. Hit a like if you don't support SOPA. My name is Tubby. Have a good day, guys. Peace.